How to use Gmail 2018, spam filter and user filters. This video will show you how to use Gmail filters to remove unwanted emails from your inbox so they don't hide the important emails you need to read. This clip shows how to open the playlist for a video, but please note the clip was prepared for a different video. The steps are the same for the video you are watching. This video is in a playlist. You should watch the videos in order from the playlist. To open the playlist, hover over the video window and click the circled eye in the upper right corner. Then click the playlist pop-up. After you use Gmail for a while, send a few emails, like a few internet posts on Facebook, visit a few websites, and maybe order a few things online, you'll begin to receive dozens or even hundreds of emails a day, hiding the important emails you want to read immediately. Here's how to use the Gmail spam filter to remove ad emails or other unwanted emails from your inbox. And a warning, always label spam emails as spam before deleting them, and we'll show you how to do that. This automatically adjusts the spam filter. Deleting emails that are not labeled spam does not adjust the spam filters, and you'll continue to receive emails from the same sender. When incoming email contains words or patterns that are commonly used in spam emails, the Gmail spam filter designates them as spam, which removes them from the inbox. If you properly process incoming spam emails that are not detected by the spam filter and show in your inbox, and properly process those that are put in the spam box that aren't actually spam, the filter automatically adjusts to improve its accuracy. And here's how to do that. First, view the emails in your inbox. Look at each heading that's shown here, and if any of them are in fact spam, again, don't delete them. Select the ones that should have been flagged as spam by the spam filter. You're going to classify emails as spam if you really want to delete them. If you want to simply move them out of the inbox so you can read them later, you'll use a user label and a user-defined filter, as we'll discuss after we discuss spam. Remember, the spam are the ones you will eventually delete, and you're probably not going to read them before you do. So mark all the ones you really don't want to read. They're probably all ads. Some of them might just be from somebody you really don't want to hear from anymore, and you don't even want to read their emails. So let's say KQED is always asking for money mostly, so I'm gonna call that spam. I'm going to put the political ads all in a separate folder so I can read them later. We'll show you how to do that after we do the spam. Go the rest of the way through all the emails that are in your inbox and mark the ones that should be classified as spam. Later, I'll probably get rid of more of them, but for now, those are the ones I mainly want to get rid of. So after you have selected all the ones you want to classify as spam, click this symbol to report the spam. When you do that and you've selected a bunch of items, you have two choices. You can simply tell your computer it's spam, or you can send an email to the sender of each of those emails telling them to take you off their mailing list. I've been pretty careful in the ones I picked, so I'm going to take them off the mailing list. So let's do it that way. That took the ones I marked out of the inbox, so that simplified it somewhat. So now you open the spam folder, and you'll go through that to identify any that aren't really spam. When you display the spam, if you see any emails that are not spam, or you've changed your mind about designating as spam, select them. Let's say that I decided I really don't want to delete the calendar emails. So select all the ones that you don't want to classify as spam, and then click Not Spam at the top. That will put them back in the inbox and will adjust the spam filter to not flag the next calendar email as spam. Now you can leave them there and they'll automatically get deleted in 30 days, the ones that have been in there 30 days, or you can click right here to delete them all. Now you want to be careful here because this deletes all the pages of spam if there's more than one page. And in fact there is. This page shows 1 to 100 of 165. So there's another page of spam. If you're being really careful, you'll click here, you'll examine that other page before you click delete all spam messages. But I've been pretty careful already, so I'll go ahead and delete all the spam. When you delete spam messages, they are not put in the Gmail trash, so you do want to be very careful. It's not reversible when you delete the spam messages. We've shown you how to use the built-in spam filter in Gmail to eliminate spam emails from your inbox to unclutter it. Now we'll show you how to use user filters and labels to remove additional emails from your inbox. These are ones that you may want to keep, and you can look at them separately, but they won't show in the inbox so that you can see the really important emails that come in that you want to answer immediately. There is a way to manually remove a few emails from your inbox and assign labels to them. It's very time consuming. I don't really recommend you do it that way. What I recommend you do is set up a user filter to remove all similar emails as they come in and assign a label to them. But here's how to do it manually. Let's say I wanted to put Architectural Digest in its own label and remove it from the inbox. You would select it, then you would click this one that says Move To. If you're going to set up a new label, just type the name here and press enter. If you want to put it in an existing label, you can select that label here to do that. So let's just say I want to move that into a label AD for Architectural Digest. Create new label and create the label and move it. So there it is. Now if you want to see Architectural Digest, it is in label AD, so you click label AD. And the only one in there should be Architectural Digest. To move Architectural Digest back to the inbox, select it, click the second icon at the top to remove the label from the email. Select the email again, then right-click it and click Move to Inbox. The AD label hasn't been deleted, and we'll show how to remove labels later in this video. But here's how to do it automatically, and it is by far the best method. Let's say we had a group of emails that are ads that from companies that we do want to look at the ads. We don't want to classify them as spam. We want them separated so we can see them later, but we don't want them in the inbox where it clutters it. So let's just pick a few of those kinds of ads. For instance, there's an ad from Sunset Honda or a message, and Nuance. These are companies that send ads that I might actually want to read in the future. Consumer Reports. Remember, if you don't want to read them in the future, classify them as spam. But if there are things you might want to read later, go ahead and put them in a label and set up a filter so that future emails from those people will also automatically be assigned that label and not show in the inbox. So what you do is you select a group of those, and then you click the ellipsis and select filter messages like these. Now what it's doing is it's building a filter. It's already put all the different senders that you want to show up with this label on them that we're going to define in a moment. And when you do that, they'll be removed from the inbox. But you'll see we have to tell the filter to remove it from the inbox. So here are the options. First of all, on this page, it's got the sender. You have some options here that you can experiment with, but I don't usually use them. You could restrict it to just ads that had attachments in them. I'm not going to do that. Now start creating the filter. You can do a search, but I find it difficult to get out of the results if you click the search. This search will test this filters to see if it selects the ones you want. But again, I have a little bit of trouble getting out of the display of the results of the search. It's a test search. My philosophy is go ahead and set the filter up. If it doesn't work, I'll show you how to back out of the filter. Reverse everything you've done, basically. So click Create Filter. Now here are your options. When a message arrives that matches the search, you do want to skip the inbox. If you don't click that one, it will assign a label to it, and it'll show up with that label, but it'll still be in the inbox. This will remove it from the inbox, and you want to apply a label to it. and you want to select the label you want to apply. I've already actually created a label called add, so I can click that one. If I didn't have a label yet, I could click new label and create one, but I'll just go ahead and assign them to the add label I already set up. Now let's continue with this. Always apply filter to matching messages. If you don't check this, it will only use the filter on future messages, but this will go through your inbox and apply the filter to the ones that are already there. So normally you do want to do that, and then what you do is you'll go ahead and create the filter. Double check, read down through here, see if there's anything else you might want to do. You actually could have this filter delete them, but again, I use a spam filter for that. So we'll go ahead and create the filter. It's finished creating it. Remember, it takes a little time to create a filter, especially if you have a lot of emails in your inbox that has to go through. So now we have the ads there, so let's double check. Let's look at the ad label, and there's all the different companies I selected. So Nuance, notice I selected one Nuance email, but it has caught all of them. That filter works as is. What you can do in the future, if you want to add other companies to the filter, edit the filter. That way, if a future company shows up, it'll transfer the first one and all following emails from that company into your add folder. But remember, you have to edit the filter to do that, and I'll show you how to do that in a future video when we describe the settings. There's a settings tab that lets you adjust filters and rerun them. So that's how you set up a filter that will catch one or more types of emails that were in your inbox and apply a label to them, move them out of the inbox. Let's go back to the inbox to verify that we don't have any emails from Sunset Honda, Nuance, Consumer Reports, people like that in the inbox, because the filter we just set up would have removed all those. So none of the companies we just declared to be ads are still in the inbox. They all have that ad label, and you see them by clicking the ad. So that's how you set that up. If you screw up a filter, so if you go in and ads and you say, oh no, I made some mistakes in the filter, the simplest way to get out of that is delete the label and then move everything back into the inbox that was formerly in the label. Select everything that has the AD label, remove the label they now have. Now, since they don't have any label at all, you have to apply the inbox label again. So the way to do that is select them all, right-click in the selected area, and select Move to Inbox. So that gets them back in the inbox. You would only do that if you had screwed up the filter you defined. Now, what I like to do in that case, I delete and recreate the filter. I will go into the settings now to show you how to do that, because that's how to reverse this. Remember, you set up a filter, it collected a bunch of emails you defined in the filter, put them in the label add, then you discovered the filter was wrong. You removed that label, you selected them all, then you right-clicked in the selected area and moved them all back into the inbox, which means you put the inbox label on them all. I suggest you go ahead and delete the filter and start all over. Go to the bottom of the left column, click More if you need to, and click Manage Labels. If you do want to delete the label, just find it on this page and then click the word Remove. Click Filter and Blocked Addresses. Go find the filter, it's probably at the bottom, and click Delete. If you make an error setting up a filter, that's how you fix it. The simplest thing is to back it up. Move everything back into the inbox that filter trapped. Get rid of the filter and then go ahead and recreate the filter and be careful to get it correct. Thanks for watching this Tom's Tech Notes video. If you liked this video, please click like. There are 250 videos on the channel. Please click subscribe and select notifications to receive an email when I add videos to the channel. To visit the channel, search for TOMSTDA.